it is a Windows system, I will be using git bash. So this is the thing that git bash here, and it will open the git terminal here, and I will paste the thing that I copied from that. So ssh-i and then key name, then the instance, username, and the So today we will be learning how to connect to an AWS instance. So AWS EC2 instance. AWS is Amazon Web Services and EC2 is Elastic Compute. So what is the benefit of AWS instance? So AWS instance is a virtual server in AWS cloud. So with EC2 instance we can set up and configure operating system and the application that is running on that instance. So it's just like a system or a PC that is running in some other place, and we are able to access it and use it as per our requirement. So let's get started with that. So this is my Amazon AWS console. This is the management console, and here I can manage all the services that I want to run. So in this case I want to run EC2 instance, so I click on EC2. So this is the EC2 dashboard. So I have to go to instances and then start the instance. So this one is the instance that is created. We will learn later like how to create an instance, that will be in the next video, but till now I have created that instance and I have to launch it. So I have selected this instance and I click on this and start. So this is asking me to start. I said yes, start that instance. So as I started that instance, so whatever time being I am using this instance or the instance is started, it will be costing me money. So it will be using my credit card to run, and yeah, that's it. So it is in pending state. Here I can watch the state if it is running or paused. So currently it is running. It is of type T2 micro, so we don't need to take care about that. So now it's in running state. So how to connect with that? So to connect with that, there is an option for connect to get easy stuff. So to connect that, there is this thing, this example, and I will just copy this example, and yeah, we'll move to my folder where this PEM file is present. So I have already downloaded this PEM file. This is password file that is required for the system to work. So here it is a PEM file. So this is the file. It is having encrypted keys, so I don't need to type the password for my instance. I will require this key to be present here. So what I did is I opened terminal. Since it is a Windows system, I will be using git bash. So this is the thing that git bash here, and it will open the git terminal here, and I will paste the thing that I copied from that. So ssh-i and then key name, then the instance, username, and the ID, host ID, and we'll click on enter. So it will automatically configure and start the server for me. Yeah, so now the server is up and running. I can use it just as my PC. So I will write clear, and it cleared everything. So these things are running in that system. The memory is 1 GB and it is 1 core CPU, which is fine for us for testing another purpose. So yeah, I can run Docker and many other things in that, and it will work as my system. So what if I want to power it off? So I can do two things to power it off. Either I can go to actions and then instance state, then stop, and then reboot or terminate. I can choose any of them. Else I can also do that sudo power off, and that's it. It will close the instance for me without going to Amazon console. So when I refresh this page, it will show me that the instance is paused now, stopped now. So it is being stopped. So stopping means shutdown, and starting means starting it up. So basically, even if the server is present in my list, it will be costing some money if I'm using it. So to just delete that instance, to just free the memory and space, I have to terminate that. And by terminating, everything that is done in the system will be deleted. And so there are other stuffs that I can use for that. And yeah, that's it. Now it's stopped. And if I try to access that again, it will not be possible. This one. So it's not possible because the server is shut down. Yeah, that's it for the demo of using PEM key and using AWS instance for testing Linux and working with that. That's it.